the Parliamentary Precinct is a place for all Canadians that has an incredible, strong and rich history.
The design competition was really the process to draw out the best architecture that we could do on this particular site, this very loaded site.
It's a key component of the long-term vision and plan for Canada's Parliamentary Precinct.
To tie it together is a huge challenge. So the competition brings many ideas to the table.
As soon as I learned about it, I absolutely wanted to be involved in, because I think it's a very important project for the country.
So where does Block 2 fit into the long-term vision plan for the Parliamentary Precinct? The plan is a multi-year plan that addresses the entire campus holistically. There is no more iconic site, I think, that defines Ottawa and probably Canada. So the importance of doing it right is immense, and the responsibility is immense.
Up until recently, much of the focus of the long-term vision and plan was about getting to the center block. Now that we've achieved that, we can pivot and turn our focus on transforming Canada's Parliamentary Precinct into a modern, integrated parliamentary campus. And Block 2 is really the key engine of enabling us to be able to do that.
Initially, 12 teams were invited, and now we're down to 6 teams in Stage 2. Each team probably is composed of at least 50, 60 individuals of various architectural, engineering, and other expertise. So out of many ideas, you will get the best. And certainly that's the advantage of a competition.
One of the important and distinctive things about this competition is also open to many international competitors. And I think it's absolutely a sign of cultural confidence, not of cultural weaknesses, that we are saying our Canadian firms can absolutely compete with the best of the world. And we want to invite the best in the world to help contribute to Canada.
Because it is an international project, we've had an opportunity to witness these teams come together in a pandemic and work together over a year's period of time and come up with, I think, truly original and complex and interesting work. I do have confidence that the winning scheme will be something that will bring great value to this block.
It's true that many of the teams involved larger international firms or Canadian firms that were teamed up with smaller Canadian firms. That has several advantages because it brings a broader range of views and expertise into a project.
I think our role as a jury is to get multiple differing viewpoints and bring those into a consolidated consensus to ultimately pick the right scheme for all of us.
We have had the great fortune as part of this jury process to have technical experts, experts that have spoken to heritage, sustainability, accessibility and inclusion. These are all very important lenses by which to view and understand each of the projects.
The Royal Architectural Institute of Canada is a national body that represents architects across Canada. During the competition, we are ensuring that the competitors are all treated fairly, the questions are answered properly, and that the whole process is conducted with transparency and integrity.
Because it is a more visible process, inherently it'll be open to more criticism and challenges, and yet you can't have one without the other. You can't have visible excellence without the possibility of visible criticism.
The site is of national importance in the Parliamentary Precinct, and certainly I knew that there would be a great deal of interest from Canadian architects and from international architects to be involved.
One of my hopes of the competition is this will spark a broader conversation in the public about architecture in Canada. We have a really very strong architectural community. I don't always think it gets the same level of public attention, and dialogue that it deserves.
I think this is just one of the most truly relevant projects that I have been involved with in my professional career, and I'm not sure that it could be surpassed at this point. So to be able to be part of this, to be learning, to be understanding more than we did when we came into it, at a time where it has been challenging to bring people together, has been pretty fantastic.
It's great to see members of the team, get the satisfaction of realizing objectives that they've worked for over a decade to get to.
I'm very proud of what we've realized. Proud to be able to advance work that is meaningful in this city, this capital, this country. It makes me immensely happy.
We're creating tangible outcomes for Parliament and for Canada, and we're doing this in partnership with Parliament and increasingly in partnership with Canadians. And I find that extremely rewarding to be in some small way creating something that will stand for the next century and beyond.